these few examples are going to help you be successful, especially on assignment 6. Okay, so here's some quick examples. If I have a problem like this, these parentheses in this problem aren't super meaningful, right? I'm going to take these terms, right, this bunch of terms in these parentheses, and I'm going to add them to this bunch of terms in these parentheses. So it turns out the parentheses actually don't matter too much because it doesn't really matter that these terms are grouped together and these terms are grouped together. What I'm actually looking for is like terms. So I'm going to underline this, and I'm looking for another term that has the same variable and exponent. So I'm looking for another term with w. This one has w squared, so that's not a like term. But these two, those two are like terms. And then does this have a like term? No, it doesn't, right? Because this is a constant and this is not. Does this have a like term? Nope, there's no other term with w squared. Okay, now I'm going to combine like terms, and the only terms I'm going to combine actually are this and this. And I'm going to write my answer in standard form. So I'm going to write this, the term with the highest exponent first. 2w plus 7w is 9w. And then plus 7. Okay, so this would be my answer. Now, where it really gets tricky, where people tend to start to feel a little bit more confused, is with problems like this next one, with subtraction. Okay, so, and sorry, let me start with this one. So 6k plus 8 minus 5k plus 4. Okay, so this problem is different, and the big difference is this subtraction sign. Here I had a plus sign, here I had a subtraction sign. Here the parentheses didn't mean much because I was just combining everything together, I was just adding everything together. But here, this second set of parentheses is very meaningful because this subtraction sign, this means I'm subtracting everything inside these parentheses. So here's how I would do this. I would go ahead and recopy this. These things aren't being subtracted, but everything inside these parentheses is being subtracted. So this is minus 5, oops. This is minus 5k and minus 4. Okay, those two things are being subtracted. Okay, the other way you could think of it, if you want to think of it in a different way, is you could say, oh, this is like a -1, and this is getting distributed. -1 times 5k, that's negative 5k. -1 times 4, that's negative 4. Either way you think of it, if you think of everything being subtracted, or you think of multiplication, it doesn't matter, the outcome is the same. And now that I've done that step, now I can combine like terms. Okay, so these are like terms, and these are like terms. I get 6 minus 5 is 1k. I can write 1k or just k. And then 8 minus 4 is 4. And I have more positives than negatives, so it's positive 4. All right, and lastly, here's a super tricky one. We tend to get a little bit tripped up when the problems get kind of longer and a subtraction. So let's pay really close attention to this problem and make sure we catch all the details here. Okay, so here. Remember, this subtraction sign means everything inside this second set of parentheses is being subtracted. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to just copy. I'm just copying this first set of parentheses. And I might even say, oh, this is 1, this is 1n. I might even draw myself a 1 just to make my life easier. Now here I'm subtracting 5n squared. And I'm subtracting negative 7. What happens when I subtract a negative? That becomes plus 7, right? Or if you think of it as multiplication, this is -1 times -7. That's positive 7. Now I'm ready to combine like terms. Okay, this and this are like terms. This one doesn't have a like term. And these two are like terms. So let's combine. This is -2n squared and -5n squared. So that's 2 negatives, another 5 negatives. That's a total of 7 negatives. Okay. This I'm going to bring down plus 1n. And then this is 2 plus 7. That's 9. Okay? This n, you can just write it as n, or you can write it as 1n. Either way, and IXL will take it both ways either. Okay? Looks like that.